Good day, you absolute legends. Welcome back to another edition of Update News. Now, today's hot topics are bug fixes, inbounds, and Worlds Part 1 is breaking charts. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. We have a jam-packed episode today, so make sure you watch it until the very end. Now, before we do get into that, ladies and gentlemen, as always, please leave a like on this very video. It really does help me out as a content creator to grow. But don't forget as well to double-check your subscriptions. And even if you need to resubscribe, then please do resubscribe. It is a bit of a problem at the minute, but also if you've been watching me for a while and you like what I do, then why not consider hitting that subscribe button? You will not regret it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right on into today's video. So our first topic today is bug fixes are indeed inbound. Now, these fixes are quite wonderful. They do range from a few different things that even I've noticed in games, so let's get into it. Fixed an issue that caused the player to become invisible after jumping and shooting. I had this very issue in my Expedition 14 Liquidators run through, so this is a very welcomed fix. Fixed an issue that caused the player to be positioned 50 meters off the ground when riding some synthetic life forms. Again, I've not experienced this one personally, but I have seen this happen. So again, very, very nice fix. Fix an issue that caused some planets to become infested, resulting in a loss of any settlements on that world, and in minor terrain shifts, the infested status of the planets has been restored to how it was pre-worlds. Newly infested planets will become uninfested, and previously infested planets will be restored as such. So again, a very nice fix, not an issue that I've noticed personally, but nonetheless a very nice fix. And then just a couple of small ones here. So fixed a crash related to planetary rendering, fixed a rare rendering crash, and fixed a rendering hang. Now, it's great we got those bugs fixed and out the way, but there are still plenty of bugs in game, and I see it in my comment section all of the time. I mean, just take a look at these, for example. And at the end of the day, the way that it normally works is whenever we get the update, we are essentially the beta testers, and we have to then submit any bugs that we do find in game to the Zendesk, so then the team can take a look at and fix, and that's how then the team fixes all the issues and problems in game. So essentially, since that Xbox has been delayed so heavily, I suspect that now, with Xbox finally coming into the fray, and even the Nintendo Switch now coming into the fray as well, Zendesk is going to get a lot more reporting done and more accurate bug fixes can be had, and hopefully any issues that you are currently experiencing will be squished. How long that will take just depends on how big the problem is, essentially. But over the next few days, I heavily suspect a massive patch to happen. So just keep a lookout on this channel. Make sure you are still subscribed with the notification bell ticked. And as soon as I get that list of fixes, you will be the first to know about it. All right, so world's breaking charts, as it says in the video. Worlds Part 1 is currently breaking charts. It's breaking all sorts of records here. It is by far the biggest update, as far as I'm concerned, to No Man's Sky in a very long time. So this is what has been said about the update. So all of this information I've gathered from Mr. Murray's Twitter page directly, because any news to do with No Man's Sky, especially when it's praising No Man's Sky, Mr. Murray is always the first to react to it, so it's always the easiest way to get all this kind of stuff. So, as we can see right here, No Man's Sky gets a 490% PS5 player boost after the latest free updates, obviously Worlds Part 1. No Man's Sky's July 2024 update gave it a massive PlayStation 5 player count boost, as new and returning PS5 and PS4 players checked out the Worlds Part 1 changes. Guys, 490% on a PlayStation platform. Now, we're not just talking thousands of people, we're talking tens of thousands. We're probably even talking hundreds of thousands here. 490% is absolutely wild. And that's just on one platform. That's not obviously taking into account Steam. That's not taking into account Xbox now, Nintendo Switch, and so on. At the end of the day, this is a massive increase. And if 490% is on one platform, chances are, by the law of averages, it's probably the same everywhere else as well, which again is absolutely insane. And speaking about platforms as well, as we can see, No Man's Sky Worlds is out now on all platforms. And when Mr. Murray says all platforms, he means all platforms. So, Xbox One, PSVR 2, Game Pass, WinStore, PlayStation 4, GOG, PSVR 1, Xbox Series S and X, PlayStation 5, Mac, Steam, PC VR, and Switch. Now, let me just put that list into a little bit of context there, because if at first you're taking that at face value, and anybody can just pick that list apart and go, well, you know, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 are the same thing, and Xbox S and X and all that is all the same thing, so why is it making out more to be what it is? Well, the reason being is compatibility, and that's a big word here, because each and every single one, and that's why I think he's broken it down like that, is because every console is different essentially. So the PlayStation 4 is different to PlayStation 5, Xbox X and even S is different to each other because they run off different firmwares, different architecture. So compatibility is a massive thing. You can't just upload a game to let's say the Xbox Series X and expect it to run smoothly on all the other variants of Xboxes. They all have to be compatible with each other, and trust me, from an engineering standpoint, that is a massive challenge. So I can see why they've put it in individual lists, because at the end of the day, No Man's Sky does support individual consoles and platforms and everything. It is a gigantic feat. So again, a very big congratulations to the team on that one. And even Steam charts for the 30th week of 2024, which is what we're in right now, shows that No Man's Sky is ranking fourth. It's ranking ahead of Rust, Red Dead Redemption 2, even the new freaking Elder Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, the brand new DLC that's all over the place. It's ranking ahead of even GTA 5. Let's just put that into context here. All of these studios are AAA game studios, and No Man's Sky is beating them hands down from a small indie team. Like, that is absolutely insane. So, I mean, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. A very big week for Hello Games. Lots of praises that are coming out. And charts are essentially the core of public opinion. And the public, and the consumers, should I say, is absolutely loving the new update. It's breaking records everywhere. And I must say, Worlds Part 1 is the staple, the peak of what this game currently is. And if it's going to get better with Worlds Part 2, then sign me up any day of the week. This particular update was probably, in my opinion, the best update to come out that No Man's Sky has ever had. Hello Games have really done a number on this one. But let me know in the comment section down below, was Worlds Part 1 the best update to ever come out for No Man's Sky? Or do you have a different one in mind? Maybe Origins, or even going back to Foundations? Which update for you was the best? Which one really set, again, the foundation of the game and made it what it is today? Do you think Worlds Part 1 has definitely done that? Or do you think it was an update prior to that? Let me know your thoughts, comment section down below. You know what to do. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's everything I've got for you here today. And as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.